Troubled times need troubled people. A troubled mind can make me want to change the world. We don't need to be heroes. We just need to love each other. If you're not angry, then you're not listening. So many people want to make us believe conspiracies. We don't need a savior. We just need to lift each other up. We don't need a hero or a savior. We just need to help each other for a change. People problems need people solutions. Things that separate us are fewer than those that bind us. We don't time to be need troubled people. Troubled minds. We just need to dream. They can make you want to change the world.
May I have your attention, please? The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go.
right, all right, all right. Let me get myself up here. Remove. Bring me up. Yes. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the 77th edition of the Community Pulse. Once again, we have a fantastic show lined up for you. This is the Songtember edition, and we're going to be talking about Songtember. For those of you who are writing, recording, creating, releasing, I think Pete says that better, but we'll talk about that in a bit. So welcome, SWX, a true fighter. I love you, bro. Glad to see you in here and glad to see you up and going. Fantastic. And thanks for that super chat as well. All right. So that show opener was from the Music for Life charity album. We have a couple announcements about that. I just got verification in the chat. And that was Troubled Times by the Leela Verse, featuring Clayton Von Kluge. Fantastic track. Please, please, please go over and purchase this, whatever you can afford. Every penny helps. That's the Childhood Cancer Canada. All right. I like to start off the show. I don't know why I'm so confused today. I think I get intimidated because I got Pete Johns backstage. It's like, hurry up, hurry up. You can't keep a man like that backstage. All right. Jade Starr with her live interviews. At the beginning of the show, I show these 7 personalities in YouTube. We're huge personalities. Everybody in the chat, most of you, one way or another, have touched with these communities. I know these communities have done so much for me, and I hold so much gratitude for them, towards them. So I start off with Jade Starr with her live interviews every Thursday at 6 p.m. This Thursday, Jade has Camp Gmae. See, I did my homework this week. There's another one. Camp Gmae has got an incredible show every Saturday night. So she'll be on. She'll be interviewing Camp Gmae this Thursday. Metalhead Hippie, he is still around. Another huge personality in these communities. Jeff still does his random hangouts and taking care of his health right now, and you can still find him. So he's out there commenting on music and stuff like that. So then we have Francis and Ian with the replay every other Sunday at 8 p.m. This is a pretty old show. Apparently it was back even before 2000. They brought it back to life this year, and this is the replay. Francis and Ian are amazing supporters in these communities, amazing talents. Please go check that out. Thomas Christ, every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Now, you all know Thomas is one of my favorites, not just because he's a Pittsburgh Steeler fan, not just because he actually lives in Pittsburgh, the one city in the U.S. that I would love to live. Thomas is an amazing personality. Every Wednesday at 7 p.m. he runs a show called You Rock. He will sit there for 5 hours playing our music. He's just an amazing individual. All you have to do is go to the channel, fill out the form, hit submit, and you're guaranteed your music will be played on that Wednesday, unless it's, if he has it open, you're going to be played that Wednesday. And then, of course, we have Pete Johns every Sunday at 7 p.m. Yes, Pete, I'm going to say it, episode number 83. I think the exact date was January 4th, because for some reason you guys are always a few days ahead of us. Every Sunday at 7 p.m. That's how I came into the communities. I was looking for some gear and whatnot and came across Pete's channel. And then he had this submit your music, you get it played. And I'm thinking, yeah, it's another one of those. But different from the ones I got sucked in early in my YouTube days where I paid $50 to get this played, $100 to enter this contest. This one was actually free. So I submitted my music and I get an email a couple weeks later saying I'm going to be on the show. It's like, wow, very cool. I still get, love it. And then we have Laurie's Mishmosh. I don't need to introduce Laurie's Mishmosh. She is the glue of the community. She is such a beautiful soul. My cuz, love you, Laurie. And one of the managers of this channel and this show, and one of my go-tos for many things. So the Friday Night Hang, every Friday, I actually submitted a vocal backing track because I cannot play guitar like some of these guys can play. But I definitely DJ mixed in some vocals to that backing track, and it was a lot of fun, I must say. All right, so that's it for now. As you know, I start off the show every week with the, aside from the featured artist and the co-host, we have a featured channel. This week, she's Italian, I'm allowed to do that. All right, this week we have Andrea Amacucci. Yes, right from Italy. Her channel is known as Music Connects People. And it does. She is an amazing, amazing person. I met her through Facebook, and yeah, just through our music. I can't remember whether it was her music or mine, but it doesn't matter. But we met and we started talking and just sharing music and commenting on each other's channel. She is an amazing, amazing person. You're going to please, please want to check this out. And you won't be disappointed. On her channel, she writes, a celebration of life and song. My music is heavily influenced by the 80s pop and new wave scenes. You'll find a lot of keyboard synths, originals, and covers here. My music is my passion, and I hope it shows in what I post on this channel. I'm always working to improve myself. She has 949 subscribers. She has 159 videos posted. Hopefully with this little promo reel that's gone live now, will draw some attention to her channel, and maybe the Community Pulse can help her get to 1,000, we hope. So please, please, please go offer up some support. Like I said, you will not be disappointed. Grazie for all your support. Per tutto supporto. Grazie, Andrea Amacucci. the creativity, the production, just amazing, amazing talent. And yeah, thank you everybody that already jumped over. Like I said, you won't be disappointed. Fantastic. And I'm trying to get her to submit some music too. Pete Johns. Speaking of Pete John, we're going to bring him up right now and waste no time. And know everybody that that'll be posted on the top of the chat, the featured channel throughout the show. So please, please, please go offer up some support. Pete.
Frank, hello. Hello, party people. Hope you're all doing well, and thanks for having me back on the community polls. It's always an honor.
Oh, we have to. This is going to be an annual thing to celebrate Songtember. And, well, in your case, I think this is the third time you're on now.
Yeah. I've crashed the party multiple times. Just sort of pushing myself in there. But no, it is great. It's great that Costa's on today. You got the Australian invasion happening.
I know Wesley Media Hub's out there. I know I've missed a few. I don't see so well. But yeah, this is amazing. This is the Aussie invasion. Yeah, this is fantastic.
Very cool indeed, and yeah, it's timely because we are 4 days or 5 days, depending where you are in the world, from our big Song in a Month challenge, which I'm super excited, slightly apprehensive and nervous about, because it's always that time where it's like, okay, we'll see how we go this year. What will we create, and what will the community create, and how will it go? Because I know that's for anyone creating music. Yeah, it's like sharing your baby. You craft this thing and then you put it out there to the world. And I know you know this from making music, as to most people in the chat here, but it's a nerve-wracking thing. So folks that just share their music, huge kudos to you for having the courage to share your creations. It can be nerve-wracking.
Yeah, I just I'm not gonna lie, I went away last week for a mini vacation and started to put together some lyrics and humming a song and strumming a song. And just this morning, I reached out to Steve, my producer, and I'm scheduled for Thursday to start. So I am going to get a couple days head start. I broke a rule live.
Yeah. Well, for those that are just...
I had to, because I only get so many sessions.
It's absolutely fine. And for those that are sitting there going, who's this guy? What's Songtember? What's this all about? Because I know that most of you sort of follow the channel or have been on Your Music Live and kind of heard me ranting about this stuff. But it's very, very basic. It's a Song in a Month challenge. You can create anything you like. We do it as a community because having that support of other people around you is really cool. And yeah, if you want to be involved, just do it. And the rules are, there are no rules, really. You just need to create something in the month of September. At the end of the month, we share them all out, and we have this great collection of music, which is just so wonderful to see. Because in independent creators, it's about all the music I listen to. I must admit, I don't really listen to the radio anymore. I don't listen to these artists that are coming out with pop music. I'm just like, there's enough variety. There's so many cool artists that we have here in this community that it's all I need. So yeah, if you want to get involved, studiolivetoday.com/Songtember, and you'll find out all about it.
And it's a win-win if you stay in the community, because I was driving out west on Saturday to watch Clea's performance and listening to music on the radio. I'm thinking, well, I could listen to Pete John, Jade Starr sing these songs. I don't need to listen to it. So then I popped in Spotify and just started to listen. We were listening to Gary Hubb's Hetriani. We had I have a playlist with Ninth Gate, so it was pretty cool, Mr. Smith. Yeah. But you don't need to go anywhere else. This community offers so much. Thanks to the likes of you, Pete, especially you for me. I owe you a ton of gratitude, and I say this on the show every week. Really, if it weren't for you, I don't know where I'd be. Like COVID, I'm an addict, and I deal with mental health issues. I live with them. I don't know where I'd be when COVID hit. I found this. I couldn't even purchase any lumber. Like there was nothing I could do. So I picked it up and found you.
Yeah. Yeah, look, it was obviously, I'm not gonna downplay the whole pandemic. It was obviously a very bad time for a lot of folks, but one thing it did do, I know for many people, for myself and for others, is it gave a real sense of gratitude for the things that we take for granted on a daily basis, and the fact that we could. I was saying to folks the other day, like if this happened 10 years or 20 years or definitely 30 years earlier, we wouldn't have had this connection that we had with other people. And yeah, there's nothing quite like giving someone a hug or a high five or a handshake, but yeah, just being able to have that online community where we still get together, and a lot of folks kind of benefited from that in a weird kind of way, because we connected with other people. We realized that, yeah, even if you're not in the same city, state, or country or continent even, you can still hang out with people, you can still collaborate with people and listen to other folks' music. And yeah, a lot of people had the same journey as you, Frank, which I'm super glad that I was able to do that, because the whole concept just came out of the back of I was doing tutorials about GarageBand and about how to make music and how to use gear and how to release music, and I thought, hang on, there's a connection here where people are coming to me, they're finding out, hey, how do I hook up an audio interface? How do I record on my phone or on my iPad or on my computer? And then how do I release it on YouTube or get it out to Spotify or whatever? And then I'm like, this is the whole process. People coming in and going through these stages, and that's where having Your Music Live is like the highlight, the end of it for folks to say, hey, here's this place where you can come and you can share your music. And it's wonderful to see the likes of Thomas Christ doing You Rock now. He respects people. He plays their whole songs. I only play like 1 or 2 minutes of each song. Thomas actually, I don't have the 5 or 6 hours and the stamina that Thomas has. I'm like 2 hours and I'm out. That's as much as I can do. But yeah, and it is wonderful. And the good thing, you mentioned at the start that you sort of dabbled in these sort of places where it was pay to play, and you'd go and you'd do, it'd be like all these promises. And I realized that I'm going to go with the exact opposite. I'm going to promise absolutely nothing. All I'm going to do is say, hey, you want your song played? Send me your song. And to the point where some people will be like, hey, what's the catch? Do I have to pay you? Are you going to bill me? Am I giving you the rights to my music? So it's kind of funny when people have been burnt before by some of the dodgy folks out there, and then they're like, why do you do this? And the answer is because I love it. I love the community. And if you want the other answer, it's because I'm very lucky that I've got a channel. I can do this full time. I've got sponsors like DistroKid that I have on the show, and I've got wonderful people out there that are my community members that actually support me through donations and Patreon and the rest. So yeah, I say all that to say you're all awesome. You should all give yourselves a big pat on the back, and it's wonderful to be here, Frank.
Yeah, wonderful to have you. And yeah, thank you for starting this. Yes, and you are known as the gateway to these communities. And when I was preparing the shout out, as I said earlier backstage, I was going through it and I'm going, that fucking guy, man, they're all from his channel. There was a section where they were all Harriet, Sylvie, Sal. It was quite funny. So
yeah, well, that's sort of what I've always joked. I'm kind of like, people say you're the gateway drug. I like to think of it as the Pied Piper. I'm Peter the Pied Piper, and so I'm just like walking along with my pipe, playing music, and people are just sort of gathering around, and they're grabbing their friends and saying, "Hey, come along too." So yeah, so Harriet and Catherine McChrystal, who you had on the show recently, they both came through. Joey Doorways into music, which is it's just so cool. It's like this levels. It's like the 7 degrees of Kevin Bacon, but it's like the 7 degrees of Your Music Live, where people are a friend of a friend of a friend, and they're part of this sub community, and then they join in. And I know we've had that as well through the Metalhead Hippie community, and through you and some of that you and Folk Punk and JJ have had that brought others in. And yeah, it's just wonderful. And unlike other communities that are all about me, play my fire beat, I'm the best. We don't get that. Everyone's here to support other folks. Yeah, you love to hear your music played. Let's be honest about that. But it's just as cool to hear 30 other songs from other great artists that you can then actually connect with. That's the cool thing, in my opinion.
And I take pride into following the your footsteps and Thomas's and Jade's. That isn't just about you. As a matter of fact, I don't think I maybe like you play one of my songs every when I get a premiere or something like that. But this
Yeah.
isn't. This show is about the community pulse and the sharing and the celebrating. And I don't have to tell you guys that JJ keeps that all in check. You know, sometimes I drift away, and he kind of brings me back. I get involved in things and kind of holds me back. It's a really cool thing I got here with we have here with JJ DJ, yeah, and Laurie helping out. Yeah, it's amazing, and
That's
we're
very
glad to
cool.
be
And
here.
show 77, show 80 should be the Frank Turzo show to line up with, you know, YML 80 in your first ever
Show
song.
83. I'll check that one out. You might be back. But yeah, this is an annual thing. Again, everybody who's going to be watching this on replay, and I know there's quite a few people in Europe that will be checking this out. Andrea, thank you very much for allowing me to play that, allowing us to play that montage. Please, please, please consider submitting music to Pete Johns, Thomas Christ. We would love, I know the community would love to hear your music. I wish I spoke more fluent Italian, but I know she understands. So yeah. And one of those songs in that montage, she inspired me. There was a chord progression in it, and that's going to be in my next album. And yeah, it was like, you all know me. Give me 3 chords and I'll write a song. But this one actually had 5 chords.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
maybe it
a
should have
bit
been a
that's
song
well out of
timbre
rock and roll
challenge.
territory.
All right, let's get on to yeah. You picked a song, and then we'll bring on Costa backstage.
Yes.
Your song choice was "Learn." Why don't you tell us about this? This is a song timbre.
It is. This is the freshest, the most recent Song Timber song from 2024. So this is a song that I wrote. You know, 2024 was a challenging year. Every year since 2020 has been a challenging year. But I really wanted to kind of just put something out there that stressed the fact that, hey, we've all got a lot to learn. There's a lot of things going out there, and I was originally going to make it a little bit more meaningful about all the things that we should learn, and then I'm like, no, let's not make it a lecture. Let's just make it a rock and roll song, and I'm kind of glad I did that. So it's kind of let my hair down, rock out a bit. We got Mars Capone on bass on this one, Jade Starr on drums. It's just a fun old time. It's just 3 minutes of rock and roll, and it's a lot of fun. So I hope you enjoy it.
Love it. All right, learn.
Don't need no grudges on my launch pad. Don't need no coffee for my cream, no, none for me. Don't need no harshes on my headphones. Sometimes the things that happen make me wanna scream. And I know I got a lot to learn. Don't need no people asking questions. I take my own advice, it always sets me straight. Don't want no extra information. I keep my head all in the sand, that's best for me. And I know I got a lot to learn. Na, 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 na,
That's amazing.
Yeah, that I like.
Amazing.
I like to
Rocking
consider
it.
that my yes song. So every time someone suggested I do something on that song, I just said yes, and I'm like, you know what, the flanger, turn it up. I'm like yes, and then Jade's like, what about these double kicks? I'm like yes, and then Mars Capone's like, what about this cool bass line at the end? And I'm like yes. So yeah, sometimes you just got to say yes and rock out. And yeah, that was a super fun song. And if you were around last year for Songtember, you saw that be created from its infancy, from the dun 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 riff to branching out to a complete song. So yeah, it's super cool to look back on that as a bit of like a yearbook that every year I get to see what I was feeling that year. And last year I was just feeling like rock it out. So yeah, good fun times. And thank you again to Jade and to Mars, because it wouldn't have been the same song without. And it just shows that collaboration is absolutely the best thing.
Absolutely. All right. So just a couple quick shout outs. Actually, no, I'm going to bring on the artists because we are keeping them backstage a little longer than usual. And everybody, welcome Costa, The Secret Legacy. I'm going to put you up here and I'll sink myself down here and I'll be kind and unmute the guest.
Yeah, I thought g'day everybody, hello everybody. Welcome to St. Leonard's in Victoria. No address specified. I'm actually got away from work just for Frank and his show, because this is a real treat to talk about music after, my first recordings in 1986 as a solo artist. Just need to say first up that what you were saying in the intro there with Pete really echoed with me, Frank and Pete, about being introduced to the online communities. Like yourself, back in probably 2006, got some software, cracked software, we won't mention. But anyway, yes, so it was something called Logic Advance. Peter may know it, but don't go into the description, Pete. You'll be there for 5 hours. But anyway, and it was a piece of digital software, and I got myself a little interface, the Behringer. Pete will know the white one. But anyway, so started recording digitally again after a long time. And I thought I'd say that, like yourself, I used to have to pay for airplay. So there was something called TuneCore or Radio. I don't know if you, I forgot the name of the Django. That's right, Django. Django was the digital, and you would pay $50 and you get 10,000 plays on and little reactions. So, but then, you know, back probably about 4 or 5 years back with that thing called the pandemic, which kind of, like Pete said, it kind of united a lot of people with independent music and stuff like that. Is that we got the opportunity through. I'll talk a bit more about the history, but basically, I entered an old MP3 from 2006 that I had recorded into an American songwriting contest on Facebook. Didn't cost me anything, but I ended up paying a subscription anyway for a year anyway. But I made a comment, and I'd almost given up at the stage because I've been in music for a long, long time, and made some sort of comment on it saying that American songwriting was just about collecting the $70 and you're never going to get heard by anybody. You're not going to get anywhere. And then someone by the name of Manny from the Lily Pillies replied from Australia and said, "Oh, you know, there's these independent DJs out there and who do YouTube shows who present independent music," and that's how it happened. So Lily Pillies put me on to Pete Johns, and sorry, it still gets me emotional a little bit to say that I thought, someone's going to lead me down the track again. Not going to get anywhere. I still write music, still play music, still got the guitar, playing it to myself in my car. All right, submit to you your music live, and he happened to be Aussie, which appealed to me, and it said, now your blurb, I don't know if you've changed it, Pete, but it used to say it could be played in the next 3 to 4 weeks. I really don't know. I submitted on the Saturday. I got an email from Pete on the Sunday saying your music is going to be featured on YML. Oh, yeah.
Because you're from Australia.
No. I did. I didn't send him a money order in the mail or go and deliver it to his house. But anyway, yeah. But yeah. So it and basically, all right. I'm sitting at the show, and I've had the day off work. I was an afternoon shift worker at the time, and I could work. And then he comes up, and I can't imitate your voice, Pete. He comes up, and next is Your Secret Legacy you have to go back to show number 167, Pete, how you introduced it. But yeah, so and I thought, all right, who's this guy? And all of a sudden he plays my fucking song, and I started crying. I thought, what the hell? And I don't know, Pete, it's been 3 years, but I actually said I'm in tears basically in the chat, and I said because there's 25 people in the world listening to my song right now live. That was it was like a release to say, finally. And then things kind of opened up after that. So I'll talk a little bit more, but just thought I'd echo what you were saying early on with Pete and the opportunities that are presented through these online communities. And my gratitude goes out to Pete for all he does and everything and that. And beauty, mate. And I have actually drank Cooper's beer for the first time in the last couple of years. So thank you, Frank, and thank you everyone in the chat, which I'll go through in a second because I've got a little YouTube thing up here and I can see who's in the chat. So go ahead, Frank, and tell me what you'd like to do.
Yeah, okay. So what I'm going to do is great to have you, and I'm going to let you and Pete chat for a bit. I just want to start off with some shout outs, and I'll jump in every once in a while. As you all know, the Community Pulse creates a playlist because there's probably about 150 items on that playlist, whether it's creations, music, channels like Niels Han, Dynasty and whatnot, and Flo, one of our members to this channel. Everything's, you'll find it on that playlist, and there's the link for that. DJ Big Red has got a community calendar. Please, everybody, I'm going to push this to really get it out there. This way we can try to really promote all these channels, all these good things that are happening within our community. Help him out by just sending him he'll tell you what he needs. I'm sure he's like a pit bull. He's after everybody anyway. So, but it's a really good thing what he's doing. And I certainly endorse it and support it. Dan Anderson, WWE Heathen. Dell with Living. Hobbs, Stealth Bomber. Martin Kelly. Ooh, yes, Canadian. All right. Wash Watcher. Johnny Amish. Oh, no, I put him back to back. All right, Johnny Amish. He was on the show a couple of weeks ago. Like they always do. Brilliant guitarist. Me, Myself, and iPhone with Jailbreak. Thin Lizzy cover. Mary. Italians get one too. All the way from Italy. She does amazing videos to some of the covers that you probably like, really cool stuff. So please go offer up some support to Mary. Ciao Bella. All right, Ian Luckett and Francis DiMarzio. That's a half one. All right, with I Can't Believe. A great collaboration, and these guys have been working together for years. Adam Holtz, All About the Band. John Lemon and Lemonade. Another brilliant man, a brilliant producer, musician, and poet. You must go check this out. This is truly poetry in motion, and I love what Mr. Smith is doing with on his channel. We'll talk about that in a bit. All right, Mountain Man, who's going to be on the show next week. Holy smokes, it's almost time. And Rainfield will be co-hosting, so it's going to be a fantastic show. Jim Maybear, Tears and Wine, Scars and Shadows, and Tony Howie. All That I Need. A beautiful collaboration. Sylvie Drapeau. Yes. And this is where I started to realize, like, oh man, I met all these people through Pete Johns. All right, Make You Feel My Love, a Bob Dylan cover. Abe the Band, Echoes and Eons. Tony McGreal, My Father's House. Laurie's Mishmosh, and Metal Soprano, a beautiful I'll Cover You reprise. Really nicely done, Laurie. All right, and Harriet B., Bittersweet Deja Vu. Michael, aka Zealand, the writing on the wall. Michael is just another brilliant Canadian. So, Unshackled Spirit with Anatomically Incorrect, Second Resurrection. He's just a brilliant artist, a super nice guy, a really good friend. We became friends. And Sal, that's amazing. And then I'm going to stop here with another Aussie, Wesley Media Hub, with Maylin, Just the Start of a beautiful story. So we're going to stop there for now. There's just so much amazing stuff going on in these communities. So. Pete,
Absolutely. Yes.
the stage
Yeah.
is
So,
all yours.
Costa, Con, the Secret
Yes.
Legacy. You go by
Yes.
many names, mate. And when you first did submit, I remember I vividly remember looking at this and going, "Oh, we got more Australians," and the Lily Pillies we just played, and we're like, "Yeah, this is cool." Because weirdly, I'm here in Australia and I do this show that is about 80% Canadian and US, and about 15% Europe and UK, and 5% Australian. So, yeah, every time Australians popped up, it was very cool. So, yeah, you started talking about the start of your
Yep.
creation journey, and obviously starting back in the 80s, and then sort of getting back into it. What got you back into it, mate? What made you spark the digital creation side of things?
Like I said to you, before the show, there was a little bit of a chance for us to chat, and you just missed out. I played Frank some videos of the guys I used to hang out with in the band. And back when I was like 18, 19, I used to do the lights. Now, I don't know if you remember back in the bands, there used to be a dude doing the lights with the switches. And, you know, well, when there was a stop in the band, when there's lights kind of thing, you know. So, but basically, I did a lot of analog recording back in the day. A little bit about my musical journey. Basically, for the first 5 or 6 years, God rest their souls, my parents played me Greek music, nothing but Greek music. I was born in Australia, but I didn't appreciate it then. Obviously, from 1974 to 1980, Pete may have just caught the tail end of Countdown, where we saw a lot of Australian artists on our national broadcaster, which was the Australian Broadcasting Corporation, or ABC as we know it here in Australia. Back where I lived in country New South Wales, which is a place called Temora out near Wagga Wagga. And yes, there is a place called Wagga Wagga in the world, people. And Dad would go on long drives and play us nothing but Greek music. But I mean, I didn't. But then I really liked to play, AC/DC, The Angels. We got a lot of glam rock back then. We all loved the long hair, that sort of thing too. A little bit of the Foundations. Like in the 80s, obviously we had like the disco and all that sort of, when 12 inches was a record size and nothing else really inappropriate. So I started. I'd been writing songs since I was about 11 years old. And I had these books, exercise books. Now you guys probably would have seen them in school, the 96 pager that you'd buy from the newsagent or something like that. And I would draw these characters, almost like Kiss characters, with makeup and stuff like that, and make up songs and albums and that stuff like that. I've still got some of those songbooks today. Then I thought, all right, better take up a musical instrument. I was always tapping on so we played drums. Dad said, all right, let's get him some drums. But back, I started getting into the hard rock, Angels, AC/DC, that sort of thing, Australian pub rock and that sort of thing. So rather than that, my dad introduced me to an old man who was a really heavy smoker, a Greek man. His name was Jim Pappas, and his son went to the same school as me. And he was a very famous Greek. So Pete may appreciate this. I learnt the waltz, not the 6/8 time you mentioned that. It was like the 2/3 time. All right. So 1/3 time. So rather than I think there's 3/4 time and 6. It was like da, 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 da. But there was Greek beats as well and that sort of thing too. But yeah, so let's just say fast forward to about 85, I bought myself my first guitar. It was my year 12, so I didn't pass year 12, Pete. I'm not sure exactly what the reason was. I was writing songs. I'd always been writing songs, but I started putting music to those songs that I'd written when I was younger. And then we did the whole analog, joined some bands as a drummer and as a guitar player, self-taught, recorded my first demos from 1986 through to 1991 by myself. So I played the drums, the guitar, the bass. So I would record the drums by myself, having the song in my head, no backing tracks or anything like that. And one of the tracks we play later, you'll hear from that very first 1986 demo that I played every instrument. And basically did a lot of analog recordings on the old tapes, like I said, before DAT tape, before MP3s and that sort of thing too. And then basically played in bands, one called The Crow, which is my friend John Mascaro. He's still recording to this day. He's in his 60s. We did a lot of gigs around Melbourne. We played a lot of pubs, a few hotels, a lot of Battle of the Bands. One of the Battle of the Bands competitions we had in middle of the city, place called Fitzroy, where we played against. We were the only original band on the night. Basically, there was 5 bands, and they all came. Every band on the night played Johnny Be Good. I'll never forget it. Every band. There was these kids who were like 13 or something, and they were playing Johnny Be Good. Every band played Johnny Be Good. And then they had these little amps, these kids that had been practicing. There was guys about 20. We were in our mid to late 20s, and we came out with these Marshall stacks and big fucking drums, and we started blasting original music. And the organizers kept on saying, "Oh, why don't you play something everybody else?" I said, "No, we're playing original music." John was fortunate enough to work with a mob called Allen's Music, which was a very big musical instruments and record sales place back in Melbourne. We also had Brashers. Pete, did you ever have a Brashers or Allen's? Or
We had a Brashers, yeah. I bought
yeah.
CDs of Brashers a lot.
So Brashers and Allen's both had musical instruments in stores in the city. Though you go upstairs, and John sold me the Kramer, which I now have, and I met another friend of his, Michael, who played bass, and I'd recorded my demos. And then I started playing with John, who was involved in more of the disco scene, like your pseudo echo dance kind of thing too. But I did the lights for them, like I said to you. So it was a lot of analog recordings. But then we had the opportunity, because John had contacts, we recorded in a big studio. Really full-on recording studio with the big desk and stuff like that, and we did our demos. We played our music live. No click tracks or anything. We would play the actual music live and then do the vocals and the lead breaks later. So we recorded a demo called "You Can't Stop the Cry," and we got our song played once on Rage, I believe, which is an Australian TV video show. And we played pubs and that, tried to get somewhere, but came close to supporting some American band that came out here. We've got a lot of big venues here in Melbourne. But then life kind of, we all kind of drifted. Bit of summer of '69, Joni quit, Johnny got married, all that sort of thing too. Got married, kept the guitar. Now, I sold the Kramer, which is the one that I had, because I didn't have enough money at the time, but we were saving to get married. But then my wife saw me miserable after 3 months, so I just bought another one. And played with the mates here and there. I was playing drums in a reception band for a little while. But then probably around about 2005, 2006, like I said, John gave me some software with... now, this is, like I said, the Logic Advance, which had all the VST plugins, which was like amps and keyboards and that, and you could start programming your own music. And did my first MP3 recordings and released an album on iTunes. It was under the name of Costa. Actually, I'll just step back a little bit. The Secret Legacy, very quickly about the name. For 1986, I had a pen pal in the United States who I'd send my cassettes to for him to listen to the old music sharing way. You send your cassettes to somebody, right? And now I didn't know about the company at the time, but my band name was Victoria's Secret. Uh,
Don't tell me you wore lingerie.
no, not hairy,
Okay.
hairy men, hairy Greek
Good.
men in lingerie. No, all right. But I didn't know. Honestly, didn't know. I subscribed to other publications, which I won't mention. Playboy. Yeah. So he gave me the name Victoria's Secret, and I was none aware. I said, all right, cool. We'll use this artist name. But then 2006, I just under the name of Costa. So I thought, all right, I learned about copyright and not to do that sort of thing too. And then I, under the name of Costa, I released a song, an album under iTunes called "Songs from the Basement," because where I used to work in the Australian Taxation Office, my first job was cars in and out of a basement. We would write down the registration numbers, who would come in, who would go out. That was my job, basically. So the secret legacy is basically now these recordings that I've got from 1986 through to now. The digital recording was 2006, 2000. Then I put it on hold because my kids were going on probably 2012. I had a laptop and my software crashed and I couldn't load it again. So I thought, all right, I'll put it to bed again. I still play it in the background. But then, like I said, 2021, Manny from the Lily Pillies came out of the blue on a Facebook post and told me about, Pete Johns's show recording digitally and that sort of thing too. And then obviously Pete taught us such things like, your Distro Kid and how to get your music out there. And then basically it would have been August 2022 that all right, I'll give this one more shot. I'll give this one more shot. I can still write music. I re-recorded some of the songs, and that's the journey in a nutshell. If I forgot anything, if I've rambled on too long, let me know. But you've asked me enough.
Jade's put in a couple comments saying breathe. So I'm not sure if you guys have something about to that, but yeah. I know Pete has some questions. I'll continue with a couple.
I'll try not to be so long with my answers next time.
No, it's all right.
You've answered everything now, mate. So you've given us your life story. So everything else from here will be quick and easy.
Just
With
rock
no
and roll
problems
now.
at all.
Yeah. All right, go for it. Next question.
Over to you, Frank.
Next question. All right, I'm going to give you time to breathe. JJ Ukulele and Justina. Many of you know JJ Ukulele. He's just an amazing talent. Beautiful voice. Cotton Fields. Catherine McChrystal, all the way from Ireland. Change is coming. Poison Whales. I think it's Love Again. Wolfstone Studio. I would love to get Ron. And Jenny. I'm sending emails and I'm not sure if I've got the right emails or even Messenger. But if you're out there, if somebody can help me reach out, I would love to have him on the show. Wolfstone Studio featuring Tremor Bear. Tremor Bear, as Pete said yesterday,
Tremor!
a very, very busy man. What did you? I know I was listening while I was driving back from the golf trip.
Yeah, he's like the busiest creator in the whole community. He's collaborating with more folks than I've done songs in the last year. So it's amazing.
Yeah. This song's called Distance Apart. Then Robbie Stingle, another busy creator, The Crossroads. Ed Pettit, who's going to be on the show soon. So Damn Cold. Nura Guitar, If I Had Wings. If there's any beginning guitar players or want to pick it up, please go check out Nura's guitar channel. He strums along with you. And you've got the lyrics, the chords, everything. It's pretty cool. Sonic Race, Something Beautiful. Gordium 85, aka Pseudoscience. They're going to be on the show with Wayak. Thank you, Wesley. I appreciate you. They're going to be on the show soon. Read between the scan lines. Linda Jean, Blacktop Rollin', Emery Island. And thank you once again, Emery, for that kind donation. Blacktop Rollin'. Sorry, I read the wrong one. Fire and Rain, a James Taylor cover. I think Emery had 3 releases this week. Really cool stuff. Thank you. Go with the Flow. I put Go with the Flow in this section here because I'm going to add her channel to the features that we shout out at the end. Go with the Flow has amazing stuff. You just want to chill. I love the statue she has. Just a great channel. Please go. And she's such a great supporter. That's the bottom line of so many of our creations. Real, in retrospect, Real is coming to Toronto September 19th, and I'm gonna be there. Michelle Fretz, Souk Oceanside Brewery live. Another ding Canadian. Oh, Linda Jean. Who else? Oh, Gordium. Sorry. All right. Lini Perez, Only in My Dreams. Midnight Bandit. Yeah. Grateful to Be Me. Full album. Great to see Midnight doing okay again. Stephen Ewert, What Happened? Mr. Smith and Valerie Bott. I was actually really excited to shout this one out. Mr. Smith has been very busy this week. He's got the This Week in Music, really cool shorts going on. And this one here is the Flower Fest. A little clip he took from the Flower Fest that him and Valerie performed from his basement.
That was a good gig.
This is the one I met. I was really sick at the time. The one I missed, and it's just beautiful. Really well done, well produced, live, right on the spot. Man,
Did you actually hear those two voices together, Frank? Mr. Smith and Valerie. I'm glad they're both here live. Love you both very much. Hearing their voices together, angelic stuff. I actually commented that if two voices ever belong together, it's those two. Two beautiful people, great talents.
Yeah, well said. Well said. I agree. All right, and then we got the Skeptics, Tremor Bear and Ian Luckett. Tremor Bear again. Man, he deserves a
No
bell.
stopping that bear.
No stopping that bear. Yeah. All right. I wish you away. All right. I lost track. Lost focus. Come on. Focus, as Jade would say. Rainfield Music. Peaceful, easy feeling. An Eagles cover. That's brave. Because I was told, don't do Eagles covers. But that's pretty cool.
I changed my name to Con Henley.
Con Henley. Yeah, just grab a set of drumsticks and you're fine. Lugubrious, another Laurie's Mishmosh backing track challenge, rockabilly, along with Kubrick and so many others. I think next week I'm going to start to shout out who did backing tracks for Laurie on her show. Laurie, are you taking notes, please? I think that'd be a nice little feature for this. I'm going to stop there and leave it to you, Pete. And
Nice. So many cool people. No wonder you have to shout them all out. I think this show will be about 7 hours long in a year's time, Frank. I'm predicting that because there's so many additional people that keep joining the community. You're going to have the same problem I do, which is trying to keep up with everyone and all their creations.
Hey, Pete.
Yes, Costa?
I'm just if I could just quickly I'm like Frank. I mean, I don't have a printer here. I mean, he needs a whole thing to remember what he has to say, but I've actually written down. I need to mention the shows that I visit the most, and it will not take long. So I will breathe in between.
I was going to say, I just need to quickly, Costa is not words that align with your previous answer. No, that'd be cool. No,
I'll reel it up.
Well, that was my question. Yeah, it's like what? Let's just we'll get it here. So, Costa, what channels do you like to hang out with? What would you recommend to folks in the community?
Preempting, there you go. It's almost like my ATO work. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Pete Johns was the first one. That led me to Thomas Christ, and like you said, my very first play on Pete Johns, he was saying, "Oh, guitar solos. We don't normally pick guitar solos, that sort of thing too." And then I discovered Thomas Christ, who played 18-minute songs. So that's all right. So it was good. Always grateful to Thomas for what he does. The girl and the lady who gets the party started, Laurie's Mishmosh. She was everywhere at the start. Like this lady was just playing keyboards where, appearing everywhere, and now I think I've lost count of the amount of collabs that she's done. She does a lot for the community. Thank you, Bella. Thank you very, very much for all you do. You are the girl who gets the party started. Jade Starr, fellow person who lives in my area. Yeah.
Don't be doxing.
No.
Costa,
New address now.
You want to get rid of this reputation, but you keep bringing it
I haven't
back.
mentioned locations. But we live. Actually, at first, I thought she lived in Sydney. To tell you the truth, honestly, I thought she was from Sydney. But it turns out that she did these walk with me videos, and I started commenting about where she was and that sort of thing too. But
Costa has a Stalk with me, a separate channel called Stalk with me.
Stalk with me.
That's no, but no. It was good to build a relationship with someone who's from my hometown. Metalhead Hippie, conspiracy music is. I think it's where I first. I think I saw first Frank, and Mr. Smith was the first time I'd seen Mr. Smith. This guy with the lights around the drums with the mask on, looked like he was about to rob a bank, playing these fucking great drums, that sort of thing too. And that was also good.
He was. The drumming was what was throwing you off, keeping you occupied while he was.
Incredible. And I got to meet him through Chris Lane, and that's what it was. Just came out on a stream, and I was able to chat to him. Lovely bloke. Chris Lane and Tom Terragrossa do a show. Chad Freeman, if I don't mention him, I think, because he supports everybody, just pretty much like what Pete does. He plays everybody, that sort of thing too. Chad does some fantastic shows. He's gone missing a little bit of late. I'm not sure.
He just took some time off. He's good.
Yeah, but Chad is always there. Obviously, we met the Casbricks through Chad Freeman. We had Kurt and Justine, and now Justine and I are very, very good friends and that sort of thing too, through Facebook and that. Independent Men Are United is another show that you see. And also recently I've been listening to some karaoke. Mrs. High, who's a little lady, I'm not sure where in America. She's Peggy, big voice, little person, but just this massive voice. She does Beth Hart covers and things like that too. So it's almost like the mafia. Once you're in the family, you get exposed to the whole family. So
start offing each other.
Yeah.
So
never go against the family.
Well, if you said it's like the.
Yeah. So I thought I'd get over all the shows that I've attended and the ones that I look at the most. So that, if that answers your question, I've done my job. Perfect. I'll stop.
All right, we better play some music.
I was going to say, we've listened to some music, otherwise we'll get to the end of the show and you would have actually heard what Costa's
All right, we'll
created.
get to the music. Yep, okay.
I love it.
Nice.
So, we picked, we've got I'm Not Made of Stone.
Yeah, that was the very first play that Pete ever did for me back in 2022. It was a really muddy recording because I hadn't learned about mastering and things like that. So this is actually a remix, Pete, so you get to hear it. It's a little bit cleaner than the original. It's a subject which is very close to my heart, which is male mental health. Sometimes we feel like we're not doing enough. We try and support our families. We work hard. People get in your ear and say negative things and saying, oh, shit, I'm doing so much better than you. I've got these properties. How come you're not doing so well? And it gets to you because sometimes that comes from family as well too. So as men, we have feelings, we have emotions. We don't often see them, and I'm glad that the media and people are starting to come out to talk about it more, because often we do keep it inside, and unfortunately, some people suffer the consequences and take their own actions. Unfortunately, so it was a very personal song. So by all means, go ahead.
All right. Anything to add to that, Mr. Pete?
No, I'm looking forward to hearing the remix version, and I'll just echo
a little bit cleaner.
Yeah, nice. Like the one thing about this community is that everyone's accepted and everyone's free to share their feelings and emotions, which is not something you get everywhere else. You don't have to fear opening up and actually sharing your truth. So let's listen to this song.
Thank you.
Beautiful. All right, I'm Not Made of Stone. TSL Costa.
Oh, wrong one.
Wow, I think I shit the bed on that one.
Hey, it was
That
still
is an
rad.
amazing. Sorry, Costa.
No, that's all right, mate. I'm actually mentioned that. That's actually right from the beginning. I played drums,
Yep.
guitar, bass, and did all the vocals. That song, although recorded in '96, I wrote that when I was about 14 or 15 years old, because I was into the Space Invaders and video games and stuff like that. So it was the original tune was in my head for a year, but it took for me to learn guitar and bass to play it. But it was certainly not about male mental health or what a laugh. Here I
Well,
am talking about emotions and that, and then we talk about aliens from outer space. But
So I
well,
think what
playing video games is an important way to wind down and
Yeah.
does help your mental health.
not Call of Duty or
No.
yeah. But no. That I'll talk about that briefly. But that was from my very first demo back in would have been late '86. I was 18 years old, and yeah. So I hope you enjoyed that. It was a bit of punk.
Very, very punky, very
love
cool.
that.
I know a lot of people in this community nerd out over the tech side of things. So, how are you grabbing these recordings? Are you getting the actual original recordings and bringing them
So I
into
had them
like
on.
a model?
I had them on the reels from the studio. There was a place in Sydney that converts cassettes to MP3, and they were nice enough to do it. And then recently, I've been through your education and people like Jade and that. I've been splitting the tracks and remixing them, so giving them boosts and that sort of thing too. So that was the remastered version of the 1986 demo, which is yeah. So I really dig doing that.
It's very cool. I know a lot of us have got a lot of those old cassette tapes and 4-track tapes and
If you get the chance to do it,
recordings.
do it. Yeah. So there's so
Yeah,
many ways to enhance.
resurrect
You
it.
know, yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, I'm
Now-
gonna do a couple more shout outs and then we'll get into the next track. We
Now,
got,
someone did put the link to "I'm Not Made of Stone" in the chat, Frank. So
DJ is on top of it.
thank you very much. But
He caught on
I-
to. They're used to my mistakes.
all right, go for it. Go for your shout outs.
Before we introduce the next song, I suggest we wait and, until we play it, and then we'll talk about it. How's that?
Sure, I'm happy to do it.
And
Yeah.
then I'll figure out the trend. I think I just instead of 1, 2, 3, 4, I did the music countdown 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, Brian drums, Kung Fu Fighting. Melanie Coley, This Mortal Skin. Brad Example did another pop-up after party. That was pretty cool. He waits till nobody's live and he does his thing. Really great to see Brad do his pop-up streams. I'm not sure if he's coming back on Saturday nights or not, but always great to see Brad performing. Rose Ackerman, One Foot After the Next. Gerson Cardoso Costa. How's that for Brazil? Or I guess it's not Brazilian, it's Portuguese, right? This gentleman is from Brazil. I don't know how he came across my channel, but he makes videos just random of people's music, so it's pretty cool. He did a video of one of my tracks called Made Like Me. So it was really nice. And obviously gave him permission. It's pretty cool. 11 drums, Eagle Fly Free. Forest of the Wolf, Think More Positive. Take a Short Break, The Tears in Fate's Design. Rob Barclay, Despacito. David Stewart, Daydream People. Jonathan DeSaris, just lives down the street. He's putting together a little band. It's a brand new YouTube channel. And this song's called Landing Strip. Frank Mell, King's Daughter. Dwight the Hitman Bailey, Fire in the Wind in the Pale Moon Light. Very cool stuff, Dwight. Badass Brutus guitar with Trapped in Lost Memories, Dutch Distortion. Mark Wade and Francis DiMarzio, another busy man this week. Both of them, I've got both those links being posted now. Whose idea was it? And Synthworks. So great to see Synthworks back up and running. We must talk, brother. So please send me an email, or you've got my number. Live to Fly channel. Everybody's talking. Fred Neil cover. Love Live to Fly channel. You must read the description of his on his releases. Mashia, She Devil. Drew the Genius, Beat Killer. And Prince Prodigal with God. So,
How does he remember all this? I don't know.
easy. Write it down. I wouldn't remember anything. I can't even remember the order I was supposed to put 4 songs in.
Oh, far out.
Yeah, I'm
But
really sorry.
you get to everybody. That's great.
But I can assure you it is all 4 of those songs. Go ahead, Pete.
Oh yeah, no. I'm worried now. I don't want to talk too much about the next song until we play it. So I'll.
Man, I spoiled the party.
That's all cool. What's in the works now? So you're doing a lot of the older songs. You're creating new stuff. You're writing new
I've
songs.
got
and
2
recording?
songs. I've got 2 songs ready. I promise not to talk about it because the person who's collabing with me is working on it at this moment.
Ooh,
It is
mysterious.
Yeah,
Trevor Bear, isn't it?
No,
Trevor Bear's
no,
working with
no.
everyone.
I already know who it is.
No, it's not Tremor or Laurie because they've been
Oh,
with everybody.
I was
So,
gonna say
They've been with everyone. That sounds a bit dodgy.
yeah, but anyway, yeah.
Let me just
That
see.
was
Mountain
intentional.
Man, Unshackled, Birdfinger.
No.
Oh, is it me? Are you waiting on me? Oh.
Hey, I could. Hey, Pete, seriously, I could send one to you to play on. I've actually done the backing track to a very famous song by a band called The Angels, which has a sing-along chorus. Which
Oh, do I have to say no way, get fucked, fuck off? Oh, sorry.
correct? Yes, yes. So you
Sorry,
could
I
probably.
made sure Frank and Costa are both already sworn, so I knew I was okay. So.
That's all right, mate. So yeah, I have actually done the backing track because my son's got my guitar. I did it all with virtual instruments or GarageBand instruments, and I started playing with it because even with the auto guitar, if you put the note in, basically you can actually change the notes. I didn't realize it. Yeah. So instead of just a straight E, I was going dun, 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 with the harmonic on it as well too. So, but no, I've done that. So at some stage I will do that karaoke or play along with it at some stage. But no, I've got one original which is finished and another which is finished. It's got to shoot a video, so they'll be coming soon.
Nice. More to come.
Original songs written by 57-year-old men. And Frank's even older. So
Oh, mate,
and very quickly, I also got involved in a Melbourne group called Talent is Timeless. So it basically means people who are over 50, like me, who are writing original music. There's a community out there who shares music and getting good reactions so far.
I like to say that, getting your guitars and making music is a very, very safe midlife crisis. Like, instead of out chasing young women and buying sports cars, we're buying guitars and rocking out. And I think that's actually pretty rad.
At our age, women are running away from us, Pete.
That's only you, Costa. I mean, sorry, what? They just like, who's that guy in the bushes over there? Oh, no, it's just Costa. He's harmless. It's fine.
I just go to Starbucks and start handing out my CDs to people. Look at me.
Oh,
That's me. I'm on YouTube.
That scam where you had your CD and then as soon as people get it, it's like, I'm working really hard here. Donations, $20 would be great.
Selling CDs, I've done that.
Someone did that at the Santa Monica Pier when I was in the US. There was this guy that was handing out CDs and people were grabbing. I'm like, don't grab the CD. He's going to then basically hold you hostage for money.
Let me sell you timeshare or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I reckon we spin another track, Frank, so that we
thank you.
listen to another Costa tune.
What's the
Mystery track.
All right. I'll tell you if it's the right one in the chat, but what have you got?
I'm going to mute you so you don't embarrass me. Yell at me in front of everybody. All right.
Yes.
feels like we're left behind, picking up the pieces as we go. Our fate is sealed when we open our eyes and when they close, dreaming of the imaginary, something so extraordinary. When our time is, we don't know. And in the end, family and friends, we just want to be together, just live your life, because time flies and nothing lasts forever. Nothing lasts forever. And we all live with regrets, and you meant every word you said the last time I saw you. And that pointless argument, I pushed you away, but something I knew all along, I still want you in my life, and now I miss you, now you're gone. And in the end, family and friends, we just want to be together, just live your life, because time flies and nothing lasts forever. Nothing lasts forever. I was so unkind, why was I so blind? Can I turn back time and think it through? Just stand there and be brave, and take it to my grave. All these years I'm still not over you. And in the end, family and friends, we just want to be together, just live your life, because time flies and nothing lasts forever. Nothing lasts forever. Nothing lasts forever.
That was Nothing Lasts Forever. So I
Oh,
saw,
wow.
I do see what I did. I did the 4, 3, 2, 1. So
Work
I can
backwards,
assure
work
you
forwards.
I know
Doesn't
what
matter.
song's next.
That's all right, mate. Very quickly.
Yeah.
Hopefully, Peter's proud. That shows the journey from the very first recordings to the very sophisticated recordings now that we do with such things as garage bands. I did that in GarageBand with the vocals and that. Then I split all the tracks. I got in touch through Pronounce It Internal Alternative, the German lady, who I got to know a little bit through hearing her through Pete's show, and she introduced me to B2 Fab, who was a touring musician in Europe back when he was younger, and he does amazing productions. If anyone get a chance, listen to B2 Fab. Extremely sophisticated. He actually played keyboards over the parts that I had done, and he's a lot better than what I am. But yeah, so that was born from an old riff that I'd written many years ago. But then I wrote words probably 2024, and that's the finished product, and it was really well produced. It's probably is my favorite recording.
Yeah, not only a great recording, but obviously from the comments in the chat here, it's definitely something that makes people, ponder and think. And music can make you laugh and dance and on that side of things, but it can also make you ponder things and have a bit of self-reflection too.
Yeah, it's not so much. The song, the base of the song was: imagine having an argument with somebody, and just not getting along, and then all of a sudden they're gone, and you can't actually make up that time. So, why the hell are we arguing? It's probably over you didn't make the bed, and imagine that as or some shitty argument that has gone on, and you don't have the chance. That's technically the base of the song.
Yeah, no, it is
nothing
good.
lasts forever.
Yeah, no, absolutely, and gratitude is something that I'm big on, and I think comes through in that song really clearly, which is that be grateful for what you have, and be humbled by the fact that we're all in the same boat. We're all not here forever, so make the most of every moment and every opportunity you have. So great message, well done.
All right, I'm gonna do a few more shout-outs, and then we've got where's Laurie? Has anybody seen Laurie?
Oh,
we got the penis section coming up soon. All right, coming up next.
Did say peanuts?
So
I've got my tiny one under the desk ready.
Yeah, I know. You announced it yesterday. I saw your tiny penis.
I thought he said. I thought they said peanuts. Peanuts or pianists.
Yes. All right. No, I didn't see Pete's. Honestly, I meant you'll see what I mean. All right, upcoming. Just please, once again, we'll be shouting this out till the cows come home. How's that? All right. Please support all 3 Music for Life charity albums. They are available.
Yes.
There is a link there. It's an amazing thing that Russ 8889 has done. We've got the Music for Life USA album is accepting submissions. Ooh. And they must be submitted by October 13th. Special announcement that we just got confirmation when the show started that in 2 weeks we're going to have Russ 8889 on the show, and we're going to be playing a few songs from the Music for Life past album, the Canadian one, and we're going to be introducing and talking about all the good things that are going to be happening with the US album and exactly what to do, where to go. And obviously, as you all know, these albums are all featured on Jade Starr's channel. She is part of this initiative. It's just amazing work that this community has done with all the submissions and the support. And let's keep going at it. So
yeah, you got no excuse this year too. It's right after Songtember, so you've got a whole month
right.
to make a song, and then you can use your Songtember song and donate it to the charity album.
So I no excuses, but this is why I wanted to get a head start, because I got to get 2 in there.
Yeah.
So yeah. So, yes, and let's not forget, August 23rd. What's today? Today's August 25th. Let's not forget, 2 days ago, Kid Kane released his album called Echoes of Home. And I haven't seen it or purchased it. How terrible is that? But I will. Yes, what else we got? We're going to say, oh, there she is. I'll just do one more section here. Doing for others. And I want to include everybody, especially Mashia and Dell, really promoting everybody's music, sharing their channels and their premieres and stuff like that. That's what I've noticed anyways through my notifications. But then you also got Read Between the Lines, Rebel Rocker, DJ Big Red, of course, Mike and Don Genesi Music, and the wonderful D. Lynn, who has introduced us to so many fantastic artists like Bart Blue, Johnny Amish.
She subbed me yesterday, Frank. Thank you. Through your intro video for what today's show was, D. Lynn subbed me yesterday. So I've got 77 subscribers now. Yes.
Very cool. Yeah.
Heinously under to subscribe. Who says that?
Criminally.
Felonious. I can't even say it.
Feloniously.
Yeah.
Feloniously.
There she is.
Hello, mate.
G'day,
She's the
g'day,
girl
Governor. Oh,
who
wait, no,
gets
that's
the
it.
party
Would you like a
started.
Foster's? We threw another shrimp on the barbie just for you, Loz.
Right? No, you can make fun of Boston if you want.
Maybe I should change the lyrics.
Party
Laurie,
Park my
to-
car. It's
I was going to
got
say,
my car.
I'm going to change the lyrics to party started to smack the ass and move your feet. How's that?
Smack the gorilla ass. That's a good one.
Yes.
That could be my
Yeah.
next original.
Yeah.
Woo, I am winded listening to this interview. Well, is it really an interview, though? We don't need an interviewer. I'm just going to come on here and sit like this and just let Costa talk.
I
At
like
least
it.
I have
I'm
something
I'm
to
the
do.
eye candy.
Look, it's the quietest I've ever been. Shh. No,
All
it's
right.
great. You're doing awesome. It's great to hear about you.
Thank you.
And thank you for your
Laurie.
kind words.
No, that's fine. No. I didn't mean it to come out the wrong way. I actually said that you and Trimmer Bear get around a whole lot in this community. Everyone has
that's the
either.
right way.
Put in your mouth, Costa.
Community buses, everyone has a ride.
Hi, everybody. You like the hair, Em? It's my fake hair. It's very humid today. So I put my bun
You
in.
look lovely, Laurie, as usual.
Thanks. I'm
Yeah,
still
when
sick.
you get, you know that when you get your hair right, I comment because my wife is actually a hairdresser. So when it's done properly, I will contact. But it is nice up.
You should hear what he says when it's not, Laurie. Oh, God.
I was going to say, I've
Damn.
never gotten a compliment from her because that means it always looks like shit. All right.
No. If you get it right, I'll let you know. If you don't, well, you know.
Right? It's so rude.
No
All right,
news is
I
bad
want to see
news,
Pete's
apparently.
little organ. Let's see Pete's little organ. We already know
No,
what
I've-
costumes it's like because they
I've
put out
got
a
it
video.
between my
with the
legs
slide out.
ready
It's
for
coming
it.
up. It's coming up.
Oh, raise it up.
I like
raise
it because I
up.
like this bit. You get to like twiddle around in a circle at the end, so it's,
Oh,
it's
that's
my favorite one.
filthy,
Little,
Pete.
it's got the little red tip. It's got lots of
Goodness.
lots of
Woo.
knobs,
Red
and these
tip.
have a rubbering feel. So it's
Wow. This filthy organ.
Latex.
Oh, my goodness. It just went R-rated
Can
all
I-
of a sudden.
Can I touch it?
Oh,
So
touch. Hold it up to the camera.
yeah.
Ooh. Tickle. DJ loves my tickle the
love it.
ivories.
I love it.
and the underside is red. Maybe I should see a doctor.
Thank you, Bird.
Yeah.
What happened, Frank?
So-
Sorry.
This is, Laurie,
The
why
penis,
don't
the
you
penis.
talk a little bit about the penis.
The penis. Well, Frank likes to put. Frank always starts this section out with "all joking aside," which makes us want to joke even more. But the pianists don't get a lot of love, so he created this section for them. Now, I am a pianist, but I work with others, so I do get the love and I appreciate it. But there are some channels that they're just soloing out, and a lot of people forget to go over and watch them too, and they're amazing. So I'm glad you put this little segment, tiny little segment together for the pianists.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And it's growing.
It's good. It is
Frank
growing.
now loves it more than anyone.
Yeah. Ooh, are we up or not? I'm going to mute myself. Last week, someone's like, all I can hear is Laurie coughing.
I
I'm
couldn't
like,
keep my hand still to hit the play button.
oh my goodness.
One of those
crazy.
buttons that Pete has.
Oh, okay.
You know what? Costa loved my gorilla post so much because he's Greek. If you guys didn't see my gorilla short, go look at it so
You
you can
got
see why
gorilla
Costa likes
shorts?
it. Gorilla short, a short on YouTube. Yeah.
All
Costa's
right.
Greek will be the first to tell you.
Gorillas and pianists.
Woo!
All right. So yeah,
And
this week
organs.
once again we got piano improv vlogger as a music background.
Lovely.
I do plan to change it up. There are so many talented pianists in our communities. Clayton Von Kluge. We've
Yes.
got. Geez, now I just drew a blank.
We don't know any.
We got no one.
Thomas Christ.
Michael, aka Zlander.
Michael, aka Zlander. Yes.
Yeah.
And so many,
Yep.
many more. And I bet you Smith can play because that bastard can play
Probably.
anything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, anyways, so these are the few that we feature. And yes, Laurie is part of the pianists. All right. Please go offer up some support.
Just the tip.
Yeah.
I'm just the tip.
Just the tip.
She's always so studious when she plays the guitar. Very studious. So when she's reading her lines and playing the music and smiling and dancing, multitasking.
Very cute. Thank you.
That's a great idea, Tremor. That's a great idea, Bear. Yeah, that's
What do you say?
all right.
Beautiful, beautiful.
That was actually, she is brand new to our community.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so please go offer up some support, and let's try to encourage her to to submit. And I say this to everybody when we go to these new channels, just throw in the chat. You should submit to Pete Johns, to Thomas Christ.
You
Just
must submit
throw
to
it in
Pete
there.
Johns.
You
must
should.
It's
You
a
should.
bit.
I just think, and you're right, Pete. You've got that problem already. Maybe I just want it. I'm a glutton for punishment. You know, let's get to the point where I can't catch up to everybody.
Phew.
It'd be a great
True.
problem.
Just
to
so you know,
have.
I ate a banana during that segment, and I resisted the urge despite the comedic value
Oh,
of doing
Jesus,
it while we
I
were
should
talking
have put
about
you live.
Come
eh?
on.
If I knew
Do us
that, I would
again.
have blown up that screen.
Hi, Adam Bolt.
Now, Pete, considering we were talking about pianists, how big was the banana?
It was a good size. Yeah.
How
My
big
wife
was
told me
your
it was a good
banana?
He
size.
wolfed
and I
it
should-
down
I
in
should-
one bite, too.
Yeah.
Animal.
Tell me, Pete, how big is that banana? All right, Laurie, what do you got going on? We
Well, I
got
want to thank you, Frank,
here.
for coming on my show Friday. You were awake for it, and you sent in a submission. That was awesome. It was great to have you there.
Thanks to DJ. Like I said, I just
It was
screamed into
fun.
StreamYard into this mic, and yeah, so it was way.
He's
off
saying,
the-
and this is my point on my show when I tell people about the backing track, is it doesn't have to be all these guitar shredders. You know, you can sing, you can dance, you can do drums like James Myers does. So Colorful Energy always sends me fun stuff. So you could do anything. It's just your chance to play a little bit for like a minute, not stress out about it. It's kind of like Songtember, except you're doing a full song for Songtember, but just get you guys motivated for something, right? Even if it's a minute long.
Yep.
So thank you for that. I am going to take this Friday off. I'm going to see my son on the island, pick him up, bring him back to school. So we're either going Friday, which I'll be too tired to go live Friday night, or we're going Saturday morning, which means I don't want to stay up late Friday night. So I'm going to take this weekend off. It's Labor Day weekend.
Oh,
No, it's not Labor Day weekend, is it?
It's for all of us, right?
Is it Labor Day weekend
North
already?
America, it is.
Yeah,
It's
okay.
a long weekend.
Yeah, he goes back to school, back to college on the 2nd. And he's working with his gigs and his job down in Martha's Vineyard up until Saturday. I'm like, are you kidding me?
He's a very talented fella, Laurie. Excellent drummer.
Thank you. I'm so proud of
He's
him.
really, really good. Yeah. He also the one video I saw of him playing, he actually had the sheet music or something like that, but he was playing in advance, and I thought that's bloody talent. It's incredible.
That must have been one of his like tryouts during high school. But now
he was just like playing and looking at it and just everywhere.
Yeah,
he was great. Yeah,
he can read chats. He can chat himself. He's going to music school, so. But he's been
wicked smart. As,
wicked. He's been doing 2 gigs every day, plus working at a store this summer. And I've only seen him once all summer, so I miss him. So I'm psyched to see him.
Okay.
Good hustle.
Thanks. All right, I'm gonna leave you guys alone and enjoy your the rest of your show. I'll be here in the chat though to help out. Costa, you're doing great. Pete, you don't have to do much.
See you, Loz. Have a good Arvo, mate.
On your Loz.
Good Arvo. Bye, everybody. See you in the chat. Thanks, Frank. Love you.
Thank you.
Bye.
All right.
There we go.
There she goes.
There she goes again. All right. So where are we at? I think
Song number
Pete
3.
ran
I don't
out
know.
of questions.
Yeah. All my questions have been answered. Costa front loaded it for me. No, I reckon play another song and then we can chat
let's
about
do
it because we don't
Now,
know
what
what
is the proposed track? Let's make sure we don't double
The
up.
proposed track. If I know my insanity and how my mind works,
You are going backwards. Yes, you are.
I'm going backwards. So this should be Fighting with Demons.
All right. Yes. So Fighting with Demons, which is it was inspired by Thomas Christ and PA because they talk about depression and stuff like that too. So it was all about doing and this is a Chad Freeman favorite. I've actually done it. I think I'm dedicating this most to Chad Freeman because he loves this song. It was a little bit darker, a little bit gloomier. It does. If you can't hear Thomas Christ in this one, you probably don't. But it has a really, really heavy middle part with some me going crazy on the whammy bar, and I've got this Kramer sustainer with the 2 9-volts in the back. And what happens if you switch the sustainer on? It just the note can go until the battery runs out. It screams an awesome thing too. So you'll get to hear that all in. But it is a little bit dark, a little bit heavy, but. Be prepared to rock out for this one, yeah?
After all that, I've just been praying for the last 30 seconds. I hope it's that.
Well, if you're working back, I think it should be that one, yeah. But if not, we'll let you know.
Okay.
We're so restless, we're so anxious. I just don't know what's gonna keep us calm. My senses are gone, a pill on the tongue, washed down with a bottle or a needle in my arm. I'm trembling and I'm shaking. I've lost control, I'm breaking. I'm fighting with the demons. I'm guy becoming someone else. Roll the dice if you feel time to spin that roulette wheel, and you're leaving it up all to chance. You might even have to borrow, you might even have to beg, and you lose it all within a glance. They put you down and doubt you, but they don't give a shit about you. I'm fighting with the demons, I'm fighting with myself. Don't know where I am going. Feels like I'm becoming someone else.
Fight the black clouds overhead. Fight the demons in my head.
I'm fighting with the demons, I'm fighting with myself. Don't know where I am going. Feels like I'm becoming
Wow, I got it right, Costa.
Yes.
I got
There's
it
hope for
right.
there's hope for you yet, Frank.
Third time's a charm. Yeah, that definitely had some PA vibes in there. You've obviously been, channeling your
Cloud
inner,
fighter.
your inner cloud fighter with that one. But
Yeah, so
very,
so
very
you can
dark
hear
and
how
gritty.
the messages in the community get through. I use everybody here, anyone in the chat, as inspiration for drum sounds, guitar sounds, all that sort of thing too. So that my recordings from here on are a part of everyone here who's in the chat and anyone who's ever heard. So I was listening to Thomas's show it's Sunday for us, Saturday night when he does his live show, and hearing it, I thought, all right, this appeals to me. I might try and talk about the stuff that men are kind of scared to talk about. So
And that's funny you
so-
say that because many vibes put in the chat that sounded a lot like Thomas Christ, and it does have that vibe to it. That's pretty
And
cool.
that's, I think I got it played on Thomas's show, and he really loved it. So you can use people, and you can use real life events as inspiration for writing music. It can be, like I said, even I know Laurie's in the chat, but the song that I wrote for her was all about her participation in the community because she always gets the party started, and it just became a song after that. So it could be that, yes.
Can you
Very
write a
cool.
song about pianists?
Hang on. We could do souvlaki's. Yeah. We could do
With
salami.
an Italian sausage
Salami.
mix?
Yeah, salami.
Nice
prosciutto.
baklava.
Prosciutto. No, we're talking about sausages here, Pete. All right. So,
Okay.
So no, baklava is when at the end of the sausage. We know that sort of thing. So we could do lukanikul, which is a Greek sausage. We could do bratwurst. We could do
This is starting to
anything,
sound
really.
like Laurie's show. Let's talk
Yeah.
food.
So
Getting
Yeah,
hungry here, mate. I need to go have
yeah.
some breakfast.
Kransky with the cheese sauce in between. Yeah, that's all. Yeah, anything really.
Little boys, as we call it here in Australia.
Yeah, cocktail
Don't
Frank.
don't think about it too hard. But we call cocktail frankfurts like the little tiny hot dogs. We call them little boys, and it's always disturbed me so much. Anyway.
Yeah. All right.
Nowhere to go. Nowhere to come back from
Mentions
that.
here.
No, nobody wants to go any further with that one right now.
Yeah, let's just go right into the mentions. All right, so we always start off by talking about the Friday Mad Train,
Yep.
as Mr. Smith says often. Jovelda Poots starts it off Friday morning. Then we got Dan
okay.
Anderson at 1 o'clock. You got Valerie Bott, Friday Night Song Club, 2 p.m. Charlie Gabaldon comes right after Valerie. And then we have Jade. And then we go into Mr. Smith sound sessions. Really kicks off the Friday nights with at 8:30 live drum sound sessions. I wrote down the number somewhere else. But it's an amazing show. Please go. Right
All
after
amazing
that,
shows.
we go on to pole vaults, as well as Freedom Redbird. That their shows start right at 10 o'clock. Pole Vault and Sunshine Archers show is called Weekend Warm Up Friday. Freedom Redbird is Friday night music and fun. And from there, we go on to Laurie's Friday Night Hang every Friday at 12 a.m. And from Laurie's, we jump on to Gary Hub's. It is quite the ride for Friday nights. Gary Hubs is the Parking Lot Warrior, Friday 2 a.m. And then he dumps everybody over to the Leelaverse Midnight Chill, which starts at 3:15 a.m. And Saturdays is becoming is quite busy also. You got a lot going on in the afternoon. And then my favorite three shows, I'm not gonna lie, is starts at 8 o'clock now, right? With Thomas, 9 and 10. I noticed you guys are 1 hour up now, right?
I forget because it's all the time.
It's usually 10
so
o'clock in the
it's-
morning for us here in Australia. 10 o'clock in the
Yeah.
morning on a Sunday.
Yeah. So it's 8 p.m. We got Thomas Christ, and then from Thomas we go to Jade Starr, and then from Jade's we go to Pete Johns, and that's all live. And it's good to stop by to all the community supporters, because these talents do so much for us. I like to stop by and drop a couple bucks. What else am I going to do on a Saturday night?
We
If,
appreciate you, Frank.
Yep.
I think it's really cool what
Well
you guys
said,
do
mate.
there. And then we got the Nut House at 10 o'clock. I really love the Nut House show, as well as Camp Gmae at 10 o'clock as well. So those are a couple more fantastic shows. I'd like to shout out Neil's Han Dynasty and SC Wolverine, two great supporters of my channel, and I'm quite certain many others. Miss High, as you mentioned earlier, Costa, and Pendar, two amazing channels. Alley Patches, Into the Night with that's Alley and Wes, and then Rich New Design Wes. On Thursday nights they have a show. Actually, they're on almost every night. It's a lot of fun and a very unselfish pair. They just dump you over to. They let you know what's going on at the current time. So it's pretty cool. If you're not sure what's happening, you stop in there. I'm telling you, they're going to tell you what is going on while their show is going on. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah, the Leelaverse on a Saturday afternoon for us is I love Leela. The way she presents her shows, it's a bundle of fun. We have good laughs. You can just about crack any joke, she'll take it, basically. But my favorite is obviously the pie of the cat, which is but I think a lot of people donate when Pie comes sits on this side of her, taps her, and a lot of guys put in super chats or or that sort of things. Where if Pi actually taps Leela, she gets super chats. So that works both
Pete,
ways.
we're getting the cat.
I know. I was going to say I need to bring my dogs in here and just have like one on each shoulder and just be like, donate to me. Look at my cute puppies.
Yeah.
All right. We're just going to finish these off. Dom Torgrossa
Sure.
and Chris Lane Sr. I don't have to say enough. You all know Dom and Chris. Thursdays at 10 o'clock, the happy hour. I think it now starts at 9:30. But please go check that out. Dom is performing live again. He's back at it. His hand's much better. Everything's good to go. Axe and Nachos, Wednesday nights at 11 and Monday night tonight at 11 o'clock. Everybody's going to be dumped over to Vince Janella's channel right after this. That's all set up. We got the Falcro. Richard, I saw him in the house earlier. Mr. Smith, you rock, bro. We got, the Falcro. Richard was in the house. We got the Mix Club. I haven't seen Rhett. Hope all is well. Michael Songs every Sunday at noon. The Real Justine Sunday at 4. Every week it seems like there's an excuse. This week I needed to go out and do a round of golf, and I missed half of Pete's show as well. Well, I was listening to it on the way back, but Scotty Butters Tuesday live music, Butter Tunes, No Tricks, and David Joshua live Sunday evenings. That's it for the Scream Outs.
Whoop, whoop.
Yeah. As
So
Gary
many cool
Hubs would
people.
do.
Entertainment everywhere.
No shortage. It was funny. I was in Melbourne, as we discussed earlier, on the weekend, and I was at Jade's place. She did her show, I did my show, and then we're sitting there. I'm drinking a beer with Jade, watching Camp Gmail, and I'm like, "Oh, this is so weird." If there was a live stream of us watching live streams right now, people would be like, "Is that Jade Starr and Pete John sitting on a couch watching Camp Gmail drinking beer?" And I'm like, "Yep, it sure is."
That's amazing. I
Yeah,
just
I-
love seeing that. I love
Just got to get
seeing
Thomas
when
over
community-
now, and then we're cool.
I got caught out on G. I've never spoken to Gmail. I just come up and introduced myself because I always loved watching his shows. But I tried getting up and doing karaoke for a backing track that I had, and I didn't know what I was doing. And like I said, there's a person in the chat who I'm working with, and I was having a go at that person for not getting their crap together. And then Dom said, you're criticizing the guy for not having their shit together, and you come up like that." And I said, "All right, touche, got me." Yeah.
You got called out. It happens, but that's faith. You got to start somewhere. That's
Yep.
a good thing I like about you, Costa, is you're not afraid to put yourself out there and to just try things. And I think a lot of people, when they start sharing music and they join these communities, they can go one of two ways. They're too quiet, they're too shy, and they don't want to share their stuff. Or they're the me, look at Play My Fire Beats. Why we called it Play My Fire Beat on YML? Because we named it after the folks. You see them, they come into these streams and these shows and they're like, "I got a new song. I made a new song. Here's my new song. Why don't you like my new song? Please, someone notice me, like me, love me." And it's like, I think you might need to do a little bit of work on the self-esteem there. But
you,
yeah,
man.
it's weird. There's people in this community are right there balanced in the middle, happy to share, but happy to cheerlead as well. And I think that's one of the best things about you and about this community. It's rad.
Thanks, mate. Thanks,
Well
mate.
said.
Appreciate it.
Well said. Yeah. I'll get mileage out of that. Yeah.
You want to try the last track?
We've got
Yeah,
one
man.
more song. Shall
Threw
we?
my paper away.
You used it as a prop, and now Frank's all lost.
It's actually the one that
It
we were
was the
supposed to
first
start
one
with.
we spoke
Yes.
about. I feel like
Yes.
this is deja vu
We've
here.
gone full circle yet. We've already
Yeah,
chatted
so
about it.
Circle.
It actually worked well because it kind of worked chronologically. So you play the oldest one last, and now we kind of moved to the more modern
Well,
recording. So it
I
worked out
planned
well.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, own it.
I just
Yep.
got this part wrong.
That was Frank's
That's
intention
right.
all along.
All right. Well,
Well, yeah, to those who weren't in here, just a quick, what was this song? Because I know it.
I'm not made of stone. Basically, I did this whole blurb about male mental health and that sort of thing too, and it's got a very strong message, just like Nothing Lasts Forever and all those guys. A lot of all the songs that you've heard today, apart from Aliens Are Invading, which is a totally different subject matter about playing video games and outer space invaders. But yeah, so I guess in a nutshell, songwriting should be stuff that's important to you in your life. I think it can be about anything. So by all means, go ahead and play it. It is a remix, and I think Pete, if he goes back to whenever, I have to find out what show I was on first, but it was a really muddy recording stuff. But he liked it. He said, you know, came up and said, "Where have you been for all this time?" You know, just like any new artist who comes up and blows us away with their production, all these people come up and say, "Where the hell have these people been? Why aren't you on radio?" But we're blessed. We get to see people. We get to hear stuff on radio, on YouTube and other shows who no other people in the world live. So keep supporting our community. What can I say?
Beautiful. Singing songs that matter. I
Yeah.
love it.
Yeah.
And you do it too, Frank. I mean, you've touched on a few tracks. So here we go.
Thank you.
In these times when there's a man in pain, you'll throw it all aside, keep it all inside. I won't say my faith is fully seamless, so tell the non-believers that nothing comes between us. I'm not made of stone. I'm not made of stone.
Very cool.
Yeah, so Pete may not that was the very first song was played on YML back in August 2022, and a lot of people in the chat were there. I think Gary Hubbs, Thomas Christ, Manny Vibes was there. A lot of the people were there at the and I hold those people very special in place. That and I couldn't believe these people were commenting on the music too at the time too. So I'm glad I got to clean it up and through your education and things like that, we learned to make our music better. Yeah.
Nice one. Yeah, I did some research while I was playing, and it was episode 107 from July
Yes.
of 2022.
Yeah.
We were sharing the stage with the likes of PA, Ron and Jenny, Wolfstone Studio. Thomas Christ was on that show. Kronk Song, Jerry
Yes.
Gomes was
Yep.
on there. Like, yeah, there was an absolute Michael, AKZ. Yeah, there was heaps of the folks that are still around today and still
Yeah,
sharing
absolutely.
their music. So
That's good. Very quick story about that, Pete. Now, that song was originally released in 2007, 2008 on the iTunes album. And about 6 years later, there was a very famous Australian songwriter by the name of Paul Kelly who released a song called How to Make Gravy. By all means, please go and listen to the guitar riff. I'm not trying to initiate any sort of action, but basically when I heard How to Make Gravy, I thought, fuck, I recorded that 6 years ago, basically. Yeah. So I don't know whether or not they heard it or not, but it's one of those things, I'm not gonna go to court and say that person stole my lick or anything like that. But basically listen to How to Make Gravy and then maybe have a listen to I'm Not Made of Stone, make your own judgment.
Yeah, I always say this when people are like, this song sounds just like this song. I'm like, there's 12 notes in the Western scale. There is a very limited number of chords, and I don't think there is a single chord progression or melody or harmony that hasn't been used somewhere. So every time I write a song, and people are like, that sounds just like someone else's song.
But then again, I mentioned in the chat about the band called Bread. Now, if you listen to the song called I Want to Make It With You, I then went and listened to that, and I said, shit, that was 1970 something, and now I'm writing this song 30 years later. It sounded similar to I Want to Make It With You. The chords are almost similar in that. So we all do it, but we write different words or we don't write different melodies as the vocal thing. So inspiration comes from everywhere. Yeah?
100%.
Yep.
Okay, well, look at this. We got 9:25. First of all, I want to thank everybody in the chat. It was really lit up tonight, Costa.
Thank you. Thank you. I haven't had a chance to look at the chat, but I've been hopping in here and there. But
and it'll be live tomorrow. The chat will come up tomorrow.
Yeah, that's fine. Even the chat from back in Pete's first show at 107 is still there, and you got people saying, all these things too. So sometimes the live chat sticks around for a long time. The thing about these things here, I guess we don't know about YouTube, is that, or back in the day of analog recordings, you'd lose your cassette, or you might not find the demo or something like that. YouTube is there forever. I mean, I don't know, in 100 years when we're no longer here, who knows if they're going to have a YouTube or something else, but this is what we call, I guess, our legacy. People can say, hey, this guy was an artist. Why wasn't he or she ever discovered? It's not a secret
anymore.
It's not a secret anymore. So
that's it. Well, I like to say that everyone's been discovered. As soon as one person's heard your song, you're discovered. And I think people's need to define their idea of success. And I think everyone here is successful, whether you've got one person listening, 100 or 1,000 or 10,000.
If you go from an audience of one person listening to his own songs in the car to thousands, well, that sort of thing too. So it opens up. It opens up possibilities. So for all those people who have doubts about recording their own music or something like that, you've got all these beautiful people in the chat and these live shows. Submit your tracks. Do the things you love. Mistakes make us better. We all rise together. Who says that?
Thank you. Thank you to my wonderful mods. Special thanks to the co-producers, Folk Punk and DJ Big Red. They do a lot of work behind the scenes. Makes it look so easy what I do. What they do behind the scenes is amazing. Thank you to the wonderful mods again, and all of you who supported, and to the super chats. I appreciate you all. Pete, I'm gonna keep going forever. my gratitude to what you've created here, and I consider these all being part of your creations. Obviously, probably didn't think it would get to this, but it certainly has, and you've managed to plant a seed that has grown into a huge tree, and it's absolutely beautiful what we have here, and I'm glad to be part of this, and glad to have you, Costa. When I reached out to Pete, it was like, usually he takes a day or so. This one came right away. Absolutely, I would love to do it. I'd be on. I can't. I'm not gonna lie word for word, but jumped all over it. I'm so glad and honored that you're on this show, and I'm glad we finally got a date. I know there was a little scare at the beginning of the week, and I'm glad the wife is doing better.
Thank you.
And just really happy to have gotten to know you a little bit more.
Yep, that's fine.
And if I ever have trouble sleeping, or I need to stay awake for an extended period of time, I can pick up the phone and call you, because I know it'll.
Well, I
love
work
it. I love
normally.
it. I really
my work
appreciate
can
it.
be shift work, so I can be up at any particular time of day. But no. I actually I'm actually back to regular day hours. I start at 7:30 and finish around about 2:30 when now I'll use a dad joke here very quickly. Is that I drive a refrigerated 1-ton van to hospitals, medical centers, pharmacies, people's houses. So I have a list of deliveries that I have to do through Melbourne and things like that on a daily basis. So in fact, I'm a cool drug courier. That's what I am.
Ooh. My kind of people.
Yeah. So if you want drugs that are really cool,
Really cool.
yes.
Oh,
I know.
that was rough. That was a really long bow to draw there, Costa. But I appreciate the effort, mate. That was
my jokes. Cool drug courier. There you go. So that's what I do for a living. Yeah. So that's fine. But thank you. Thanks for the opportunity. I never thought I'd get interviewed about my music in 30. Well, I mean, I've been recording since I was 18, so that's 39 years ago. I'm thinking, hopefully, if the gods are right, I'm hoping next year to actually do a live show. And maybe I will do the whole of my very first demo that I did in 1986 as a live show. Now that I've been splitting up the tracks and remixing them and that sort of thing too. So Victoria's Secret rides again. How's that?
All right, beautiful.
Yeah.
All right, Pete, I'll get you to close out the show. I want to remind everybody the feature channel was Andrea Amakuchi, with Costa being the featured artist this week. Please go offer up some support.
New stuff coming
on replay. I'll let Pete John close out the show this evening. We are closing it with. I went and grabbed it because I forgot what song.
Oh, hang on! I thought it was only 4.
It was "Change the World," Frank Turzel folk.
Oh, hang on, Pete. I've got something for you, Frank, very quickly. All right. I don't know the words to "Change the World," but I mean, I actually thought I'll mix 2 songs in together. So I'm going to hum the lines. I don't know them, so hang. If you know Snow Patrol. Do it all. Everything. Da, da. Do you know that one?
Yeah.
Shake it up. Break it up. Make it up. It's a better world. There you go. I thought I'd throw that in there.
Snow Patrol mashup version.
Do it. All right.
So that was something I actually wanted to do for you, and I'm glad I got to do it for you. Yeah.
Well, do it, and then send it to us.
Yeah. So hopefully, I think about 10 people have done your song anyway. That one.
24.
24 now. I undersold you. There you go,
Yeah.
mate. So that's the impact you have, mate. So I'm glad you got to see me play live. There you go.
Yeah, no, that's amazing. I have been watching you play live. I saw you on
Thank
Indies.
you,
I
yeah.
saw you. I've watched you.
Yeah, and I've
it's-
put up
your
some live
sound
videos.
Your sound is good. Your
Yeah,
sound is really
I got to
good.
get my gear off my son again, but that's
Yeah.
another story. But anyway, yeah.
Very cool. Change the World, the Frank Terzo and Folk Punk cover. Thank you all for those of you who've covered this. It was a lot of fun. Reimagined by Dragonlady Music Experience, another artist I met through Pete. So this is a real cool ending, and I'll let Pete close off the show, and we'll finish it with that song.
Cool. Thank you. Thank you, Frank. Thank you, Costa. Wonderful
Thank you, Pete.
moderators and a wonderful environment that you have set up here, Frank. To everyone who watched, who streamed, don't forget to hit the thumbs up button, support Frank. Thank you all the super chatters. Thank you to everyone for all of your support. Don't forget Songtember next month. Create, record, release a song all of the month of Songtember. And as I like to say on my shows, and I'm going to steal it and bring it over here to Frank's, be kind to yourself this week, folks. Be kind to others. Keep creating, and let's go out with this amazing version of the Frank Terzo and folk punk song Dragonlady Music Experience.
Thank you, Pete.
Cheers.
Cheers, everyone.
Cheer up, buttercup, suck it up. Nothing left but making up. I see a better world. Share it out. If you can, give it out. Lend a hand and lift them up. Let's make a better world. Hold the gate. Let them through, don't hesitate. Such a simple notion. You can change the world. Belly up, make a joke, make 'em laugh. Let's make the world